just responded or texted me and he goes, because he commented on that video of the I love men. Did you see that comment? He goes, I turned it on as you guys were screaming I love men. He was like,
turn it up and turn it on.
He just texted me and he goes, just an FYI, that legit happened. I go, oh wow, that's incredible. And I'm sorry, but not really. I love men.
I love men.
I actually love how there were still hate comments on that video. You actually can't win.
How insane is that? The video literally just says, I love men. And men were commenting mean things.
They were like, this is performative.
Yeah.
Ew. Actions speak louder than words.
What does that even mean?
Yeah. How can I act out my love for you, you stranger, you weird stranger? And to be clear, I don't love you. I love all other men but you.
That was all applicable to everybody except the men in our comment section.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
There were a few good ones, a few nice boys, but
yeah.
Anywho.
Guys, is that
what?
I forgot that we were rolling for half a second. I was gonna say it's crazy that this half a glass of champagne that I have is already soothing my insides.
Summer and I both sat down, we're hungry.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Oh, I'm starving.
I'm literally
we'll order something like to be delivered in between episodes.
Do we like order a pizza mid-show? Gluten-free? Welcome back to the And Also podcast with your hosts, Shada Fasari, Madeline Guiney, and Summery Dean. So grab a drink and get cozy. You have now entered the group chat.
Have you guys ever heard of the April theory?
No. Spring fever theory.
Have you guys heard of the spring theory?
No.
What the is the
spring fever theory?
Thank you.
Okay, but I think we just decided we were going to do catch up first.
Yeah, we made an executive decision. We're going to catch up. So, Shada, why don't you tell us about your new boyfriend that you have? The love of your life, the man that is going to impregnate you this summer in Europe.
Okay, that can't be on film because if I do somehow end up pregnant, they're gonna
premeditated.
Yeah, they're gonna burn me. They're gonna
pregnancy.
burn me at the stake.
I actually think every woman would support what you're doing if they knew what he looked like.
Why don't you?
It's so true.
Why don't you just tell us a little bit?
Well, I think what you're referring to is a male that lives in Europe who I have spoken to via DMs on and off for several years. Mm-hmm. He is quite the specimen. And if you guys don't know yet, we're doing a Europe trip, us girls.
Woo!
And I think we're going to end it in Mykonos. And I think that's where I'm going to finally meet him in person.
I would love to say he sent you some DM voice memos and his voice. Like, I almost want you to just play it because it's gravelly.
I don't think he listens.
Guys, I can't do that.
We won't for privacy reasons, but just know that he looks like Khal Drogo from
I don't know who that is.
What's the show called?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
I never watched that.
He looks like Khal Drogo from Game of Thrones, and he sounds like he's 7 octaves deep, gravelly voice, very sexy, and he's got like a British accent or something.
I think
it's something.
Say it's like Scottish or Irish.
It was real thick.
Whatever.
I said I needed subtitles.
Whatever it is.
I understood it, thank God.
Oh, you did.
And I did.
She understood it perfectly.
And that's what I told him.
No.
Yeah, she did. The funny thing is she sent a voice memo back of like, do you guys think I should send this? And I don't know if you've ever heard any of your friends flirt before, but sometimes they use a different voice and it actually makes me sick inside to hear.
Shada's flirting voice is so funny because it's so like fawn.
Feminine?
It's so fawning.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I did understand.
No, that's exactly what
I actually understand you perfectly.
That
and she like
is
kind of
not
giggled.
the way I sound.
She
No,
giggles
she
a little.
giggled.
Like
She
everything.
giggled.
She's smiling the entire time she's doing it too. Come on, Shada, do it.
Okay, should we just play the reference?
No, fuck
sound?
you.
Let's just role play. Let's role play.
Fuck you. No.
Hello. I'm really excited to see you this weekend in Europe. Yeah.
Yep.
We'll keep it in the archive. We'll put it on the premium the paid content.
The Patreon.
Behind the paywall.
Yeah, $5 and you can hear his voice and her sick voice.
It's not sick. My voice, I mean, I have such a gravelly, deep voice anyways. There's no way, what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
Ew. Guys, I almost feel like I have to do it just because you're like making me sound horrible right now.
Oh,
We're misrepresenting
the
it.
voice.
This is a huge misrepresentation. It's like a little flirty. It's like, hey.
The first time we witnessed it, I will say it was shocking. So
shocking, and some might say scarring.
Yeah. This is such an odd reference, but in college when we would see Shayda make out with people, it was like watching your parents make out or something.
This is abuse. Like
That's how it felt.
This is like elderly abuse.
Aww.
That's what this is.
That's so sweet. Well, I have some updates.
In the best way possible.
I have some updates.
I don't care about anything you do. How about that?
Oh.
Well, I'm excited about it because I'll just continue my personal saga, which is that Vegas man met my brother, my scariest brother, and also my sister this past week. And okay, here's the thing, guys. In dating, and I know I've been pretty vocal about this with you guys, but like I'm just trying to like be more open with everybody. And that includes my family. I think in the past, I literally would have hidden anybody I'm talking to unless I'm like 3 years into a relationship.
you
and then
did.
I'm like, hey, what do you guys think? And I'm already like,
for your boyfriend until you guys were moving in with each other.
no, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
She didn't even say he was her boyfriend and they bought a house together.
Yeah, I know. I know, you guys. I'm freaking weird. But anyway, now I'm trying to be better about it this time. So,
And you have.
So thank you very much. Thank you for saying that. Growth. But my scariest brother, and I call my scariest brother because he's just like the most like, I feel like intimidating or like serious brother that I have. He was in town visiting or like for a conference for work. And I was like, I actually just like texted him out of the blue and I was like, hey, or he texted me and he goes, make a dinner reservation. And I was like, perfect. And then like a week later I go, hey, I'm going to be bringing
A
Vegas
+1.
man. Yeah. And he goes, and he didn't respond to it. And then the day of, but like I knew he knew because my mom was also kind of like, oh, Eric said you're inviting a friend. Whatever. My mom
Didn't respond?
So then the day of, he responds and he goes, who's Vegas man? And then he goes, JK, sounds good. Like, see you guys then. But it went really well. And it was just like relaxed. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I like actually wasn't that nervous about it. All things considered.
Was Vegas man nervous at all?
No, I don't think he was. Like, I think he was excited. He kept being like, I'm really excited to meet your brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, I'm actually sick that's how he said it.
I know, it's really sick to meet you guys.
I love him.
So yeah, that's my little update.
Oh.
Meeting oh, and then I met his brother. for the
Oh, how
first
was
time.
that?
It
Oh,
was
at Topgolf.
At Topgolf. Yeah, his brother's really funny. I'm like, wait, your brother's a catch. Like, which girl can we set him up with?
Oh.
Why did I think his brother was married? I made that up in my head.
You made it up.
He was in a relationship for like 9 years.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was a long thing. So he's newly single, but he was really funny. And I'm like, wait, he's cute. Like, I'm like, your brother's a catch.
You're like,
Watch
should
out.
I switch?
You started to
Watch out. So yeah, maybe we have to find one of the girls.
Oh my God, imagine one of your friends is your sister-in-laws.
That's what you hope for.
Guys, I'm never going to have Oh, no, I have two sisters.
Yeah, what? I'm never gonna
have one.
No, you're not gonna have a
What?
brother-in-law.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Those are overrated. Just kidding, Brandon.
That is true. Guys, we got to pick up the energy a little bit.
I know. Madeline, do you have any? So that's my update with Vegas Man. Now I am feeling very good about it and I'm excited to see where this goes. But there is a theory called the spring fever theory where people, as soon as the weather starts heating up, people ditch their person that they're talking to. I feel like you get through the Christmas season and then suddenly you're like, something's in the air.
It's like what is it when you like it's winter?
Winter
Like
blues?
cuffing season.
Yeah, cuffing season is winter.
Yeah.
You cuff in the winter
Yeah.
and then you spring out of it.
Exactly.
You honestly, you exit the fog that was your seasonal depression and the sun comes out
Yeah,
and
'cause
you
want someone to
realize
cuddle
I'm with a
in the
troll.
cold.
I'm with a loser.
Yes.
He's been cuddling me all winter in the dark and now I see the sun and the light.
He has served his purpose.
He has served his
No, but I feel like
purpose.
that's a very popular thing. I think, it happens on both sides. Men do it to women, women do it to men, but it's definitely a real thing. Spring fever theory. Have you guys ever done it? It's ever happened to you?
I haven't ever done it. I think I'm such a lover girl that like I'm loving that ugly man right through the and I should have. To be clear, I should have. I should
You should have cut it off.
I should have cut it off right when I saw the first boat in any body of water. I should have looked and said goodbye.
The boat was the red flag.
Yeah, no, the boat was the signal.
Oh.
The boat was the signal to
Got
leave.
it.
You know what I mean? Because that's when it's like the spring. It's like that's when the first time you
Yeah.
go on the
Yep,
water.
Yep.
The first boat I saw afloat.
Uh-huh.
I
And you
should
said,
have
I need to be on there with my ass out,
yeah,
not with this
my
man.
ass out, not with this loser.
Yeah.
No, I've never done it either.
You've never?
No, I feel like
Has anyone ever done it to you?
Yes.
Maybe we'll bleep this, but in college.
Oh.
What happened?
Well, we started talking in like the end of winter,
What did
beginning
we
of
call
spring.
What was his nickname that we called him?
Twigs, maybe? It was
Twigs?
something like that. I feel
think-
like we need a graph or
A graph.
a table of everyone's
should actually
nicknames.
build one.
We should build one.
Correct. We started talking in the spring and he was graduating that same year. So we just had like end of winter into spring.
Yep.
And he said, bye. This
He
was
said
fun.
bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Did you
And I
like
was
understand?
devastated.
You were devastated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I feel like here's the thing. Like my love is seasonless. Like my love is year round. It doesn't depend on the season. I will fall in love any season.
Mm-hmm.
Primavera,
What is that?
inviernes, verano, all of them.
I can't believe you remembered all
Un
those names.
español, sí, un poco. But it has happened to me. It has happened to me with my ex that you guys love a lot.
Neck brace?
Neck brace. I'll never forget it. We went to a country concert, and you know, like the country concerts, that was my signal. Yours was the boat, mine was the country concert. They start revving up in the summertime. Everybody's going. We got our cutoff shorts, and I remember I went with him and his friends, and we all got really drunk, right? And then we got in a fight, and so we drove home, and we're fighting in the minivan with all of his friends in the car, and I'm being crazy.
Yeah.
I'm being
How?
crazy.
Like, what kind of crazy? What are we talking
Well, first off, she's having a fight in a minivan with everyone's
Everybody
friends.
around.
Yeah.
Like I was like shameless about it. I was like, I can't believe, like I was like psycho. And then I'll never forget the next morning he was like, yeah, I think this is done. And I was like,
You're like, what did it?
like, wait, what? Wait, this is coming literally out of nowhere. Are you serious? But I remember it was like right at the start of the summer and I was like, this motherfucker.
I feel like I've, if anything, done the opposite where growing up, my parents lived on the beach. And so I was always looking for like a summer fling at like 10. I'm like, who's going to be my summer fling this year? And we spent the summers with like the same boys that we had for the past like 12 years. So it was very
Yeah.
incestual. We're like, okay, and who's it going to be? Maybe we'll circle back to Cody from season 2008.
Yep.
So, but I love a summer fling.
Well, I feel like getting out of the like, maybe more like, I don't know, maybe more, it's not serious, but if you're ditching somebody right before, if you're living out the spring fever theory, it obviously wasn't very serious to begin with. But when you do cut it off, you do open yourself up to having the potential of a summer.
And a hot girl
fling.
summer at that.
A hot
And a
girl
hot girl
summer,
summer.
a summer fling, which I think especially when you're young.
I
is
think I'm
so
more inclined
fun.
for a summer fling. I think what I always did was my family would go on a trip in the summer that was like 2 weeks long, and we'd be somewhere, and I'd like fall in love.
Oh yeah.
And you know what I mean? And
You
meet at the
are a
hotel-
trip
you meet at-
lover.
You meet at the pool every day. I'm like, James is gonna be at the pool today, Mom. Gotta go. Like, what time are we doing breakfast? Like,
Yes, I can absolutely see that for you.
I was a full blown like trip boyfriend.
I've always wanted that to happen.
And we would like steal a kiss like under the slide, and I was like,
He gets you a virgin strawberry daiquiri from the swim up pool.
I like think I'm so cool. God, I still remember I was in love with this man when I was like 15 in Hawaii, and he was from Texas, and I was the first time I ever saw someone do like the Longhorns thing, and I thought it was so cool. I was like, he's like a Longhorns fan,
And you like bring it back up to
Yeah.
Napa Valley. You're like,
Yeah.
they do this. They do this. In
My boyfriend?
Yeah.
He's from Texas.
Yeah. Suddenly you're paying attention to like Texas
He's
college
from
football.
Texas, I can tell.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so fun. But I think I kind of said this before, like if somebody is like willing to break up with you prior to the summertime, you were never serious to begin with. Like again,
It's a real thing. Like Google searches related to breakups spike every spring.
are you serious?
Oh yeah.
People are getting outside. They're in the sun again. They're
Well, it's
feeling
like
more
serotonin,
confident.
confidence, social activity rises, and so you're like, I don't have to be here anymore.
Yeah.
You know
And it's
what I
like
mean?
a person you might have been maybe about. You're like, well, I don't want to do stuff with them anymore. Like it's
Yeah.
one thing again when we're just like coming home from work and you don't see the sun at all during the
Yeah,
day.
and you're like, just come over for a movie,
Yeah.
or hang out. Like you're not going anywhere. It's different. Even now, like someone, I met this guy on Hinge, and he wants to take me out on a date this weekend, and I'm like, I can't give him Friday night.
No.
Like I'm doing things, and I don't want to give him Saturday day, so we're literally gonna have a Sunday date.
That's a good
actually
day.
perfect.
which is great. I'm like, let's get a coffee and go for a walk. But I'm like, I don't really want to give my time to somebody I don't know if I'm going to like because I want to be like free for the girls.
I actually
For the
think
girls.
that's the best energy you could have. Because like it signals like, no, you can't have, like my Fridays and Saturdays are important. I have a very full life with some very fun people.
Yeah.
No, you can't have those times.
You have to prove to me that you're like worth my time.
Yeah. Take me out on a Tuesday, maybe.
Yeah, but even then I'm like, I don't wear makeup during the day, and then I have to run home and like wash my face and put on makeup, and then I'm not ready till 7:30, which is an hour and a half away from my bedtime, and then we're drinking for 2 hours at the place, and then it's like 10 p.m. on a Tuesday, and
There
I
is a sacrifice
have to be
involved.
up at fucking 5:50 to get to my 7 a.m. workout. I'm ruining a lot of things for you if I'm taking you,
It's a sacrifice.
giving you a Tuesday night.
Dating's actually exhausting.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do feel like it's more fun in the summer, especially because the sun is out later. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
The day just feels longer when you're like, oh my God, it's 7 p.m. The sun's still out. Yes.
And that's why a margarita feels so nice. Because the
Yes.
sun's on your face and an ice cold margarita in your hand.
Yeah.
It's patio season.
And not like a annoying man in your ear.
Yes.
Not my man though.
Also, like, I think there's some really fun summertime dates. Like, I love, like, just going for a drive with the windows down, blasting music, like, turning off somewhere, like, finding, like, the other day I was showing houses down in Franklin, and I finished up my appointments, and I realized there was, like, a really pretty nature spot on the Harpeth River nearby, and I was like, I need to, like, start making more, like, better use of the nature that's around here. So I pulled off, and I, like, just, like, had a little moment by myself. But I was like, this would be really cute with a man.
Yeah.
Like, this would be very cute.
Yep. I also think when you're in a winter relationship, they spend much less time around your friends.
Correct. Because you're not doing as much in the winter.
Yeah.
No. And so I think there is something to be said about friends quietly choosing your relationships or having an influence on your relationships.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I think it's very, well, I mean, because that's your community,
Yeah.
right? Like if you're bringing your man around your community all of a sudden and it doesn't click, I think the ick is much more easily attained, obtained. What the fuck is the word I'm looking for?
Because I feel like there's nothing worse than like when you're meeting a guy that your friend is seeing and you're just like,
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
Or like I feel like I've only done this maybe with you, but I've had a couple sit downs with my boyfriend and Shada and the new man that she's speaking with. And you sometimes leave and you're like, wow, I really see it. Like I like this person. They're very fun and like agreeable and you can get along with them.
Yeah.
And then there's other times where like, oh, that was so awkward. Like there was no give and take. You're just like, they might be great when it's one-on-one, like with them in their apartment and it's the winter time and you're not bringing them anywhere. But once you start trying to integrate them into a group, you really get to see if they can sink or swim. And some people don't.
No.
I will never forget this one time. Remember that guy you brought around at that Soho dinner and we literally fought?
God.
So what's his nickname? Do we have a nickname for him?
No,
crazy.
we don't.
Guys,
We'll just call him crazy.
This was the craziest story because we were all at Soho. We were all sitting around. There was like a bunch of girls.
You
and
asked him a question.
Who
Shada.
his childhood crush was.
Yeah, no, I was asking. I was doing 20 questions. I was like, what is this? What?
I would
the
like
whole
to pause,
table.
but it was because there was not a lot of conversation from him flowing. So I kind of have an expectation when I meet someone significant other that I want them to like want to get to know your friends as well. And like, tell me about Shada. Like, what was she like?
Yeah.
Like, how are you guys friends? How do you know each other? Like, I want them to kind of be interested in Shada's life and like our relationship. And he was kind of just like sitting there excluded from the conversation. So I think everyone at the table was trying to like engage and be like, oh,
Totally.
like,
Yeah.
and
come
this
out
is
of
when
your
it happened.
shell.
So then I start asking questions. I'm like, yeah, who's your celebrity crush? Like, I may have asked him like a question he didn't like, whatever. I think
it was
about,
who was your childhood crush? And we all went around and said ours. And he was like very insulted.
he was like, he hated
remember,
it.
yeah.
And he literally sat next to Shada and pouted for the rest of the evening. And
it was so awkward.
I just remember being like, oh my God, this guy's a fucking loser. And like, my friend is amazing. Like, how dare he like sit at her
was so
side?
awkward.
Oh,
it was
awful.
so awkward.
Because I think you were like, he said, his response was something like, I'm not answering that. Or,
Yeah.
Or that's a stupid fucking question.
And I was like, why?
And you were like, wait, why? And he was like, because it is, and I'm not answering it or something. And you're like, okay. And I was like,
It put everyone on edge. And unfortunately, the night didn't end there. We went to like another spot and just were like,
It was weird.
I think no one engaged with him after that.
Yeah. But I think the thing about the friends too, that's really like your friend group is you are who you surround yourself with. Like our group of girls, they're beautiful, successful, they take care of themselves. So I think like any man that's coming in has to know that like that is like the mantra of us. Like we're not going to find a dud in our friend group because we don't hang around with duds. And then I think when you look around and you look at like a man, you want to look at their friends too. Like if you could be dating a great guy, but if all of his friends are cheaters or they're being sleazy, it's like, hey, that.
Well, that's a sign he's
whether or not he agrees with it or not, it gives like this subtle go ahead in a sense. Well, if my best friend is doing it, like whatever.
Because they also kind of silently condone that behavior.
Yeah, well, it's not even silently. They do condone that. If your best friend is a cheater, you condone cheating.
Yeah.
Because that is a moral ground that you're like, you're like, cool, I have no opinion on it. I don't care at all.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, I see this on TikTok all the time, like very smart businessmen, really successful businessmen are like, I don't do business with cheaters. Because if you're going to disrespect and be distrustful to your most important partner in life, then what are you going to do to me if things go south?
So true.
It's a character flaw.
It's a character flaw. It's like loyalty actually means nothing to you as a person.
Also, it shows that you don't have I look at it as a weakness because you can't control your impulses. Like everybody,
it's self-control.
It's self-control. It's like are you a disciplined man? Are you a disciplined person, or are you not? And I think
exactly
if you give into that, it's like, what else are you going to give into?
I completely agree.
Yeah. Wait, there was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh, is there ever a time though that you guys feel like maybe there needs to be more of a balance with maybe how much input you're getting from your friends? I will say this. In a past relationship, I had a partner that just felt like I was maybe saying too much of like the intimate details of the relationship, like too much of the insides and outs. And I think he like felt maybe embarrassed, or not embarrassed, but it made him uncomfortable that so many people like knew about certain things. And I do think at some point you do need to like keep certain details too.
Oh, I didn't know he felt that way.
Yeah. Oh
like God. About what?
Like he always felt like I was telling too much about the relationship. And this is like a side of like,
that is so interesting, because I was going to say that my point was going to be that you kept so much to your chest about your relationship that it was detrimental to your life and happiness.
I agree. I agree.
And I almost wonder if that was, I don't think he's a controlling person, but if that was a form of
manipulating
so that he was able to get away with bad behavior, whether that was conscious or subconscious.
I don't think it was conscious, but
to me, like, I will never not tell my friends my truth. And I think that maybe because I saw so much stuff when I was really, really young, that like, I'm not like, I know that I have to hold myself accountable, and the only way I'm going to hold myself accountable is with my peers. And when something's not normal, if I'm not telling them about it, it's not normal. Like if I'm not willing to share that thing, or if I'm harboring that thing, or I'm hiding that thing, there's probably something wrong.
I don't know if I fully agree with that, because I do think that there are certain issues that you have within a marriage. Like, you know, when you're with somebody, like, I think that there are certain things that are just between husband and wife.
Yeah, like, sure, erectile dysfunction. Keep that to your fucking self.
No, but you're gonna have problems in a relationship. There's gonna be problems. Like, you're gonna face
problems,
things.
But
my thing is, I think you always are supposed to, in my opinion, I think that you are always supposed to speak very highly of your partner. That doesn't mean you don't tell your friends when you're having issues, but I do think that there's a way to say it, because let's be honest, sometimes you tell certain people certain things and they will never forget it. They will hold that forever. And and that's not necessarily, I think that can be a bad thing sometimes. I do think there's a fine line personally.
I think it's hard because you want to hope that the person you're with isn't doing things that so bad that you like can't tell your friends because it would skew their view of them. But I think there are other people that maybe certain issues would bother them more than it actually bothers you. I don't know.
Okay, let's say it's not even a cheaty issue, right? Like maybe your husband is going through something really financially tough and it's really like weighing on him and he's like depressed and you know, I feel uncomfortable. I don't want to tell that business to my friends because then maybe the thought is, well, he's not a good provider or he made a stupid decision. Like, can you even trust that decision or whatever? Like, you know what I'm saying? I think there are certain scenarios where it might just be a family issue. You're just working it out with the other person and we don't need a bunch of other opinions.
One thing I will say is through having a lot of girlfriends and knowing them for a long time, I have a very good gauge on who I think kind of has like a like even keeled decision-making process. And there are certain friends where like, if they told me something happened, like I remember when you were kind of going through some of that stuff with your foreign man, Canada. God, we need a list. That you were telling me about it and you were saying that you were going to stay. And I was like, oh, I feel confident in Shayda's, all of these things at face value are really bad.
Yeah.
But the way that Shayda's approaching it, like I trust her decision-making skills to know like what's right and wrong. So I know that if she's willing to give it another shot, she's heard enough evidence or like she knows enough about her own relationship that I can trust she's making the right decision. Other friends, I'm like, okay, well you are unfortunately like blinded by men and like aren't the best decision maker when it comes to relationships. I think it's a sliding scale of, do I trust my friend's decisions and do I not? Like, do I need to tell them like, I don't know if that's the right decision and I will judge them for the decision they make versus I think I trust your like level of I don't know what the word is.
Decision-making skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's certain things that are definitely, in my opinion, like stay between husband and wife or like partner and partner. I think there's, and it's not I don't trust my friends thing necessarily. It's more like this is a thing between me and my man.
I agree that there are definitely things that stay in between you and your man. But I think even in like the money situation thing, like one, there's almost, if you are as close with your friends as you think you are, there is almost no situation in which you don't see something like that. Like if they're financially struggling where, you know, they're suddenly not going out to dinners or they're like the relationship is strained and tight and you, if you were paying attention, you, as a friend, you're noticing something. Even if you don't know what it is, you're going, something's happening there. I wonder what's happening. I hope she's okay, whatever it is. And the other thing is like, I think in communicating problems, there's often more partnership to be found than there is to be a detriment to the relationship. Like you have come to me before and said something about money being tight or whatever, right? And I was like, well, my dad can help with that. Like he's such a giving man. And it's like, when you're able to share and speak or do whatever it is, a lot of times you will find strength or support or a way out that maybe you wouldn't have had if you were not willing to share what was going on with you. So I think that, yes, there are some things you keep to yourself, but even in like, you know, fertility struggles or whatever it is, like maybe someone knows the best fertility person on the planet and you keeping that to yourself is relinquishing access to someone that could be helpful. I mean, I think that an argument can be made that things are just between me and my man, but I think more often than not, it is not helpful. Outside of pride, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I was going to say something similar. It was like, you're depriving the people that love you and hopefully are supportive of your relationship an opportunity to like help you in whatever the problem could be. Yeah. And I do like, but I also understand the flip side of like, I don't necessarily want this to affect their view of my partner. That's more of where I think keeping things closer to the chest is happens more of like, oh, I don't want my friends to hate him because they knew about this. And I think you've gone through some of that as well, where it's like, we didn't really know what was going on behind the scenes. And it's like, God, why does Summer suck all of a sudden? And once they break up, the floodgates open and you really find out what's been happening behind. But I do think if you had told us, it would have been a very different story.
Yeah. Also though, I am a firm believer that like nobody's advice is really gonna be the catalyst. Like it always has to come within. Like, correct. And I think maybe that's where it's like, maybe I do just need to vent. I'm not looking for advice. Like,
Well, I think you
Just
can say
sit with
that.
me. Like,
Yeah.
just
I
sit with
think
me
you
in
can
it.
say that. Like, I have a lot to say, ladies, and I don't want any advice about it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when you do tell, like, let's say your friends already didn't like the person,
Yeah.
and then you're like telling them even worse stuff that they're doing. At that point, your friend, your friends are going to be on you about it. Like, hey, have you guys fixed this problem? Have you been working on this? And it kind of makes you want to isolate yourself more, which only makes the situation worse.
And I think that's a different conversation too, because I think at that point you're protecting him because you know he's not the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. But again, that's a journey that the friend has to come to on their
Yes.
own. Nothing anybody says ever does anything. Let's be real.
I think our talk had some power, and I'll fucking die on that sword.
It might
You
have planted
hated
a
me
seed.
for a
I remember it
while.
well in your truck, in my drive.
Yep. I took her to the
I heard about it.
bar. I'm just going to tell the people I took her to the bar and I sat her down and I told her, I said, I think this is bad and you should end it. And then we talked all the way home. But then she got very defensive from then on. She like wouldn't talk to me about things. And I remember one time she said something and I was like, well, and she goes, I'm not looking for your opinion. And I was like, okay, bitch. And then
But I think that's kind of good
no,
communication.
I love that. I was like, got it. I see you. And when I first took her out for that one talk, I was like, I'm going to say this and she's not going to like me for a while. And then it was like 2 or 3 months after she finally broke up with this person, she was like, I hated you, just so you know, for like 3 months. And I was like, I know that. And that's okay. That's good. That's fine. Bitch.
They always come back.
They always come back. They always come back.
Yeah, I do see the point about like it goes back to like having a village, and I do think we have great friends, so I understand that point. But I do think personally, I think there's some things between husband and wife.
Wait, so what do you think you should keep between the husband and wife? Because you said you agree.
Yeah, what are some?
I don't really know if I have any.
I don't know. I don't think I really have anything between husband and wife. My mom calls me the second my dad is tiffing with her. Like they used to call me when they were in the middle of an argument. Like there is nothing private to me. I'm just like, this is just my life. And like, I think it's the difference between people who have you're a closed home person. I'm an open home person. I'm a front door is open. I could come downstairs and you all could be sitting on my couch and it could be 7 a.m. and I'm like, hey, what are we doing? Have we started the coffee pot? Like, what's going on? Where she'd be like, what the fuck are you doing in my cocksucking house at 7 a.m.? That's just the difference. And if I'm having problems with my man, I probably would, like, even if he had something like ED, I probably would be like, girls, I don't know what to do. He has ED. Does anyone know a doctor? Where do I go? What do
That's
I
not
say?
even something I would keep. Because
No.
I feel like at the end of the day, it's also something that my friends might have experienced.
Yes, and they're like, well, this guy, this doctor helped me through it, or this was the thing that was happening, or have you looked into this? Like, there is no piece of me that's like not talking to my friends.
Yeah.
And it's not ever been bad for me, because it's never not served me.
I think it's also like therapeutic in some way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you're like even just kind of ranting. I think the caveat of not looking for advice.
Yes.
I just need you to listen.
Yes, I think that can be the caveat. You know, for me, I don't think I ever say that. I just am like, you know, ideas, whatever helps me ruminate, whatever helps me think, whatever helps me brainstorm, whatever gives me more information. And I am like the Google friend, so maybe that's the difference here is that I'm constantly like a sponge. I want more thoughts, more information, more anything. So I'm sharing. So I guess any man who becomes my husband needs to know I'm sharing. I'm sharing and I'm a sharer.
Do you ever feel like our friend group or a friend group might get it wrong? And
Yes.
maybe like pivoting off of this conversation, but just kind of back to the top of this, which is like your friends are quietly choosing your partner. Like, is there ever a time when like, you know, we hang out with a lot of women that are slightly younger than us. And I think we're kind of in a different phase in our life where it's like, we want to kind of expedite the process of locating the man, vetting him, and then building a life with someone. Whereas I think, I mean, when I was 24, 25, 26, that was not my priority. And so I do wonder if there are times when the friend group having opinions might not always be aligned.
Well, I think that is the difference between someone with discernment and critical thinking skills and someone who's just fucking stupid and a lamb and will just be like, oh, well, my friend said you suck. Well, no, Beth, like we had an argument. He was an asshole that day, but he takes care of me 365 days a year.
Yeah.
And he was stupid that day. And like everybody who has the ability to see that I have a good man on my arm or I'm on his arm, whatever, will be like, well, Jack was a dick that day, but we love Jack. And maybe he hadn't eaten in 3 hours, or this is something he's stubborn about, and we have to figure out a way to get him to not be so stubborn about it. Not like we just are going to hate Jack now.
Yeah.
I think hopefully you have friends who aren't stupid and who know your man.
But I do think in a sense it comes from like experience.
Yes.
Of you ask like an older woman advice on a situation, she might give you completely different advice than your 21-year-old friend who's just like, fuck them, let's go back out to the bars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think part of that is mindset of where they're at. Like at 21, I couldn't even have imagined what I would be doing. But I think when you have older experience, you're like, oh, that's normal. Like it's normal to have these problems, or it's normal to go through something like that. It's not an end all be all, something maybe to address, but it's not going to be the end of your relationship. And I don't think that you should let it.
Yeah.
Yes. What are your thoughts on that, Summer?
Oh, no, I agree. I'm just asking the questions, guys. Do you guys have any questions that we should go over?
Now, friends get it wrong. That's a great sentiment. But also on the flip side, would you want, and if so, when would be an appropriate time for friends to step in about a relationship?
I think when it's becoming a pretty physical or pretty evidently mentally terrible situation, personally.
What if you start dating someone who's just a loser? Do you just let them?
Because they will come around. Because I feel like we've kind of had a situation similar to that where the person that they were with was not the person that they started dating. Like when they first started dating, the guy was like successful, super driven, things happened, and he just turned into kind of like, like had no motivation, wasn't a good partner, like just the worst version of themselves. And I think they were staying because they had already invested so much time that it's like, you just have to view it as a sunk cost. You're like, it's not getting any better. And a lot of times they view it as, is this like a rut? Are we just in a bad patch that I need to work through? Is this what having a relationship is like? Versus, oh, this is just who they are. And it took a little bit longer to find out.
I think I say like, yes, you let them date the loser. But I think because it goes back to like, at least maybe this is me. Maybe this is my own defensiveness. But like anytime somebody tells me something, I literally quite want to do the opposite. Yes. I think maybe if you're asking the right questions, maybe there's a way to approach it. But I just think if you go to somebody and you go, yeah, I don't know about this guy. Like he's kind of a loser. My instinct would go, what the fuck? Like he's great. What are you talking about? And now you're my enemy. Like, I don't know. I think that's my own, like.
I think you let them date the loser. You don't let them marry the loser. You know what I mean? Like it's going
then it gets too far because then they're 2 years in, they own a fucking house together and they're getting married.
Also, like, I think too.
And then you're the asshole for not saying something from the start.
You'll be there for the divorce.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know. I do think at a certain point, like, it's really hard to tell someone that you don't like their partner because you're right. In my opinion, or from what I've seen, it sometimes only drives them closer together. And it makes them like, okay, well, like, I know all my friends don't like him. I'm not going to bring him around. So I'm just not going to come around.
Guys, just know I'm different and I would love for you to tell me he sucks ass.
Okay, perfect.
Because you're one of the friends that I'm like, oh, I'm not going to bring him around. Shady's going to be giving him the evil eye the whole time.
Yes. I am the friend who's going to show up at your door and go, what's going on? It's been 6 months and you're dating a fucking weirdo. You're dating a fucking weirdo and you can hate me for the rest of the year, but when you're ready to leave him, call me. I'll have my truck out here in 20 minutes. And that's a good friend. And you can hate me for 6 months too. I'll be the one. I will not. I'll tell you.
Any thoughts on Nick?
No.
His mom listened.
No. I had my worries in the beginning, but now I think that things are good.
He's perfect. Yeah. Sometimes I just keep things close to the chest.
Well, when you started dating Nick, you basically described the opposite type of man that you wanted. Mm-hmm. The opposite. Mm-hmm. So in the beginning, I was very much like, I don't know if this is what Madeline wants. But I think
it's what Madeline needs.
I think in dating Nick, you have found what you need.
Correct.
But you literally described the opposite of Nick, our whole friendship.
Correct. My little alt boyfriend.
You're like, I want some
clean cut, preppy finance man.
Preppy finance man who's making millions and millions and is just going to take care of me and I'm going to sit quietly in the back seat. And that is not Nick at all.
He does take care of me though.
He does take care of you, boo-boo. You are a stay-at-home. Well, you were a stay-at-home girlfriend.
Someone's got to work.
Now you're a little working girl.
Just trying to build a business. Boss girl. Boss babe. But I you're right. There is phases of where you're like, but did you trust my judgment?
This is what I was going back to, I think, which is like, I think, yes, you can let your friend date the loser, but at the end of the day, like, do you trust your friend?
Yeah, but I don't think I ever thought Nick was a loser.
I'm not talking about Nick.
I was scared of. I was scared.
These are separate thoughts, completely separate thoughts.
Damn,
I
Nick's
just was
catching
like-
a stray in this episode.
I'm just like, I don't know if Nick is what Madeline wanted. Like, and is she gonna wake up one day and go, wait a minute, this isn't the thing that I said I always wanted. So that was my fear for you. But
But also, isn't that her journey to come to? If
That is
that
her-
was the
that
thing.
is her
That's
journey
why I'm
to
like,
come
what
to,
can you say
But
to
I'm also the
anybody?
friend who's going to say it out loud. I'm saying it on the fucking air. I'm going to say it. I'm saying it.
I know. I'm just saying, I love that. And I love that you like
I think if
love to say that. But I feel like that gives you more of something than it gives the person. I think that's for you.
I don't think that's for me.
I think it is because I think at the end of the day, no matter what you say, somebody's going to come to their decision or they're not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you saying something is because you need to get it off your chest. You need to release yourself from feeling like, oh, I held my tongue and now it's bad and I should have said something. I almost feel like it's like,
Don't you feel like you have some sort of moral obligation to your friend?
yes, but I also like trust my friends. Like to make that decision.
Yes, but
When it comes to them, like when like everybody's on their own timeline and their journey. In my opinion, we could have a friend that marries a loser. They may come to it in 10 years.
Statistically, they probably
They may
will.
come to it in 10 years.
I would hate you guys, by the way, if you let me spend the last of my childbearing years on a fucking dick or a loser. I would hate you guys. I would be like, you guys actually aren't my friends. You didn't want the best for me. You didn't like me enough. You didn't love me enough to say something.
Did you see something in him that we didn't? Like, can that ever be true?
But why can't you come to me and say, can you tell me what you see in him?
Yeah, maybe that's a great conversation.
I think it's maybe more of the approach. Because I think you can have those conversations and you can like lead them to the water of what you're trying to get across and what you're trying to ask them or think about. But I think at the end of the day, you're right. They are going to make whatever decision they're going to make. And that is just their cross to bear.
Yeah.
You've said your piece, or you've at least tried to help them in the way that you see fit.
Or you've tried to understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it does, like when people do, they're like, oh, I just really don't like that loser you're with. It's not necessarily the question of like, oh, what do you see? They're not opening with that.
Right.
So it does feel more of an attack on the person that you supposedly love, or probably have already noticed those things about them, and you're kind of like even more defensive about it.
Well, also too, I think like, again, it goes back to like, we have such great friends, and it's like, obviously I want everybody to be with like the Prince of fucking Japan or whatever. Prince of Japan. The Prince of Genovia. I don't know. But it's like, you know,
Princess.
But I also, you know, like we think the world of these people, and so like our friends, I mean, and I think like anybody that even like doesn't come close to that, I'm like, ugh, settling, like, you know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, like it's just two humans coming together that have chosen to like continue to love each other, and like you just hope that the person that they are choosing is going to continue to show up in the way that they need.
I think yes. I'll just give in.
Why don't we play?
I'm gonna believe what I'm gonna believe.
I agree. I love that.
But I agree with what you're saying.
And I'll tell you if you're dating a loser.
Not everyone's gonna be a millionaire, a billionaire, Mr. Whatever. Like, I don't think that's my requirement. I think both of you right now have men that like adore you for you. You bring up issues, questions, concerns. They're like, yes, ma'am, can I write an essay on why I did this and apologize for my bad behavior and fix it immediately? That's a good man. He's obsessed with you. He loves you. He adores you. He wants the world for you. He's going to give you everything that he can. If it's only the shirt off his back, he's going to give it.
Yeah.
And he's working to make sure that he can someday give you more.
Yeah.
That to me is a wonderful grade A man.
I agree.
And if you're not doing that, I'm going to fucking say something. Sorry.
I love
and
it.
if you want to hate me,
No.
come back, queen, when
I
you're
think
ready.
that's so fair. Now, let's play a game.
Let's play a game.
All right, now guys, this is kind of going back to the beginning of the episode. This is going back to spring fever theory. Now, I want to play a little game. It is a spinoff from a game that we have previously played called Not My Husband versus Husband Material, okay? So I'm going to ask you some questions. And I would love for you to respond whether or not this is husband material, HM, or NMH, not my husband. Okay?
We don't need the Post-its for this, right?
We do not need the
No.
Post-its. This is for the, Okay. Are we ready? Do we understand the rules?
Yes.
Now let's get into it. Okay. And this is summertime themed.
Okay, spring. Okay.
Spring, fever, whatever. He's been taking you on consistent dates, but just told you he's doing Europe all summer.
Not my husband.
He's gone.
Okay.
Unless he's going to be flying you out there consistently to see him.
He just notifies you
Unless
he's
he
doing Europe.
Unless he announces that we are spending the summer in Europe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, Shayna.
Yeah.
If you're dating Shayna right now, just know it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Okay. He invites you to his family lake house for Memorial Day weekend.
How many girls has he done that with before, though? Who's going to be there for Labor Day? I don't know.
Husband material for me, baby.
Husband material.
Okay. He starts posting shirtless boat content with country music lyrics.
Not my husband. He is a
Goodbye.
slut. He is a dirty,
Who is he
dirty
posting
slut.
that for?
Yeah,
That's
for who?
disgusting.
You should be sending me that video via text.
Yeah.
And it should go nowhere else, you whore.
Okay. He is obsessed with golf and goes multiple times per week.
I don't
That's
think that's going to be
husband
my husband.
What'd you say?
Husband material.
I love a man with a hobby.
I support about
I
a
love
hobby.
a man with a hobby. I'll play the front nine, and I want a drink in my hand and my Kindle for the back. And you do whatever you
So
want.
you want to be
okay,
invited.
but what if he's like, this is for the boys?
Well, then he is gay, and that's fine, but not my husband.
Yes.
Okay.
Not my husband.
He asks if you want to split an Airbnb in 30A with his
Not
friends.
my
Goodbye.
husband. You invite me to 30A, and you pay, and then you're my husband.
Yes.
He buys white linen pants. Could be a look on the beach. Could be a look on the beach.
Honestly, I love a man in white linen pants. I just don't want him to buy them for himself.
Yes.
If they were a gift from his mom.
That's one thing. Or he like sends me the link, and he's like, do you think these would be
Yes.
cool? And then I'm like, yes, you little cute nerd.
Yes.
Don't be like, here are my linen pants that
Yeah.
I procured
My
from this.
curated style. I don't need a
He like
fashion.
sends you a
stuff.
Pinterest
Please don't
board
ever
link
do
and
that.
it's like
Yeah.
men's linens pants inspo. Okay. He invites you out on the boat and asks what your favorite drinks are.
Husband
Oh,
material.
husband. He's thoughtful. He should also have a sandwich as well.
He texts you up after being on the boat all day.
Have I been out?
Yeah, have I been out and did I receive an invite on the boat?
I don't know those details.
Not my husband.
I don't know. I might
Not
take
my
it.
husband.
Okay.
That's not your husband though, but you take it. Yeah, I might take it too, but it's not my husband.
Fair.
You noticed he started following 3 girls from Charleston.
Not my
Goodbye.
husband. Death to you, sir.
He invites you to the 4th of July with his entire family.
Husband
That was my
material.
husband. But again, how many girls has he brought to 4th of July before? I don't trust
there
this
have been,
man.
There have been
I'm
a
gonna
plethora
go.
It's
before.
a kind gesture and you're side-eyeing it.
You
You're
just
like,
hope
what?
you're the last to get
I'm going to
the
go and I'll be
invites.
the best they've ever met.
Exactly.
He invites you on a trip for Labor Day at the top of the summer.
Husband material.
Husband
Yeah.
material. He's thinking ahead.
He wants me to stick around for the whole
Thinking
summer.
ahead.
Yeah.
He posts a photo dump and the first slide is an espresso martini.
Not my husband.
I don't know. As long as
Why
it's
are
not like
you
a
doing
selfie,
why
I'm
are
okay
you
with
doing
that.
a photo dump anyways?
Right?
I don't
Instagram is
know.
for women.
I don't know. I kind of support it.
When's the last time Nick did a photo dump?
He does one like yearly, and they're like 9 photos of me and him, and then like 1 photo of something else, his dog.
Exactly.
But it's a
It
photo
doesn't
dump.
start with an espresso martini, which is suspect. Is it your espresso martini? Because if it's not, whose the fuck was
Yeah,
it?
why is he ordering espresso martini?
Because he's not out with the boys ordering espresso martinis. And if he is, I have follow-up questions.
I don't think it's an inappropriate thing.
Okay. You don't mind a man that drinks
If it's-
espresso martini?
Yeah, if
agree.
it could be worse. And what if it was
They
a
need
selfie?
to pick me up. But the first slide, kind of sus. Anyway, okay, he disappears for 12 hours at a country music festival.
Not my
Yeah, that's-
husband.
No
He's a
communication?
cheater.
Yeah, right. Okay.
He banged someone in the porta potty.
He sends...
Ew.
Oh, we have trust issues.
Have you seen all those videos that are
No.
that's
I'm
like
not
a
on that
thing
side of
at
the
like
internet.
Coachella and Stagecoach? That's
I don't
what they
need to know
do.
about that. That's none of my business. I can't.
It's disgusting.
He sends you a sunset pic with no caption.
My husband.
My husband.
No, not my husband.
What?
Husband material.
Why?
No.
What's wrong with the sunset?
No
You
context?
accept the espresso martini, but not a sunset photo? A photo of the sun, the thing that happens every day?
You remind him of the sunset.
He didn't say that though. He could have sent that to 12 other people. That's a mass text right
I'm
there.
assuming the best.
No consideration.
How could she not
Assume the
suspect the
best?
espresso martini, but a sunset photo is what she draws the line at? I actually have nothing to say to you.
Maybe I'm delusional, but I am the sunset.
Yeah.
Okay. He calls you trouble.
Unfortunately, I had a
Yeah,
man.
I know it's gonna do that for you.
I had a man who used to, my nickname was Trouble, and
That's sick.
You liked it.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah. That
Liked
made
it
her
a lot.
pussy
And
drop. That to
he
me
was not my husband. That
That-
man called a lot of women trouble. I know that he did.
I would never even speak to a man that
Did I
looked like
like
he
it?
would say
Yes,
that. So
I did.
yeah,
like it.
I
That's a me problem. I need help. Anyways.
that would never cross my DMs.
He asks you if you want to do a spontaneous camping trip.
I love him.
Husband material.
Husband material.
I don't know. I feel like my husband would know I'm not really a big camp. Like take
I
me
would
to a log
100%
cabin.
camp.
Oh, you would?
I'm a camper.
Yeah, baby.
You wouldn't.
I grew up camping.
In what?
In a tent.
Oh, on the
In
ground?
a tent. Yes,
on the ground.
I once woke up with a grasshopper on my forehead.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about me? Do you think I'm a
Relatable.
camper?
I know you can.
Hashtag relatable. Hashtag relatable. I camp.
I
Okay.
didn't.
He says he doesn't want labels this summer, but he introduces you to everyone.
No,
As what?
don't care. Even if it's just my first and last name.
Yeah, he's a love bomber.
Yeah, no, he has
Dangerous.
15 other girls he's bringing around.
Yeah.
Okay.
His friends have been run through of his girlfriends that he's brought
You're
around.
nothing but a hoe.
Amazing. Okay, last one. He starts wearing puka shells again.
Again?
Again.
Because they're
When
coming
you
back.
met him, was he wearing them?
No, we're bringing him back from the early 2000s.
Oh, from the early 2000s. Not my husband.
I don't know. I think Nick would look cute in puka
I think
shells.
Nick will look cute in puka shells.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
think
does he buy them for himself or do you buy them?
Yeah, yeah.
You're like in Hawaii and you're like, oh, let's grab the matching puka shells. Like, I see that.
No, I think it would give me the ick, but I think he would look cute.
It's disgusting.
So maybe my husband.
Maybe.
I just watched Temptation Island season 2, and there was a man on there who had a haircut like Jimmy Neutron, and he wore pearls every day, like pearls, like actual, like a chain of pearls. Disgusting. He also was maybe 5'2". Horrible.
Wow.
And that's
God,
what I think about.
actually
And you know what? That's NMH, not my husband.
No.
Guys, thank you so much for listening in today. Please subscribe, follow, share,
our
like.
fucking other game, dummy.
No, that's the next game.
No, remember we're supposed to the man.
Conspiracy. I think we're out of time. What time is?
Wow, Shada.
And you cut me off.
Goodbye forever, world.
Well, let me finish.
Okay, go,
Please
Queen.
like, subscribe, follow, share with all your friends. It really helps us out and it helps us bring you more episodes. Thank you for being here. Tell a friend, tell your grandma, tell your cousin, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, babies.